What's up, guys? Today we are breaking down the Season 1 Marvel Rivals Eternal Night Dracula Fantastic Four trailer. There's a lot going on. I'm going to try and point out any little thing that I see that I noticed. I recommend you watching the full trailer on the Marvel Rivals channel. Here I'm going to be pausing frequently, but let's get into it. I'm going to point out everything that I noticed, and we'll go from there. All right. Yes, it's made by Marvel. NetEase Games. Okay, we've got a few realities here. We're going to play with this one. So boom, right off the bat. Moon turns into a blood moon. We got Avengers Tower here in front of us. Now, this is a little bit different from the tweet they sent out that actually showed the Baxter building and the Fantastic Four symbol, which I never really thought about, but it looks very similar to the Avengers symbol. So we potentially have two different locations right off the bat that could be maps. We've got Baxter Building and Avengers Tower. Obviously, they're both in New York. If you guys have read the lore pages at all, within the Marvel Rivals client, there's lore pages for every different character. There's actually quite a few of them that mention fighting Dracula, fighting vampires in New York, ancient forces, in New York. They show up on the Squirrel Girl page, Moon Knight, Iron Man, Spider-Man. There's quite a few different references. Iron Man apparently turned the Avenger Tower into a stronghold for this, so maybe that's why they're showing it here. Squirrel Girl defended Central Park with like a squirrel army. And Moon Knight even mentions that Dracula owes him money. So anyway, New York and some of the characters already bring attention to this thing. It's nothing completely new to the universe. The A turns red, flips over. Now it's a V. Kind of looks like a V vampires. I don't know. Maybe it's a stretch, but that's what I thought anyway. All right. Great shot here. Beautiful piece of art. We've got, looks like Dracula's Tower in the background, of course. Is that another location? Like, how many towers we got that we could be fighting at, really? So, Dracula's Tower, Avengers Tower, and Baxter Building. And then in the foreground here, we see Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum. It's, there's like light popping out of it. It's clearly something's going on inside of there. And Dracula's bats are all around. All right, so Daddy's coming home. Dracula's speaking over us here a little bit, but he's saying, the time has come for darkness to reign. He's kind of taunting his opponents in a way. But, when I first saw the Blood Moon and I thought of Moon Knight, I thought, imagine if we get like a crimson Blood Moon skin or something. It'd be dope. Maybe in the Battle Pass. Okay, so I mean, they're showing Doctor Strange walk into his, his crib, and I think that's a pretty big hint of something to come. Like, are we actually going to fight inside the Sanctum? Maybe. It's the only place they showed the interior of so far. All right. Simple shot. It actually looks really cool, but the thing kind of cleaning up the city, it looks like, a big fight already happened. Yeah, the buddy looks pretty tired, but yeah, first shot of the thing looks awesome. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so here we go. So now we get a shot of the Baxter Building, Fantastic Four's headquarters, and it looks like, Dracula's forces or his power is actually heading to the building. Another great shot. This is Mr. Fantastic in his lab. This is located on the 33rd floor. 33rd floor of the Baxter Building. I don't know what he's doing here. It looks like he's got some kind of portal device, of course. Apparently his lab changes quite often. Never quite looks the same. So he's working here. He's stretching around. He's doing his thing. I'm assuming to try and stop this whole Dracula thing. Okay, now we've got hella bats coming. Not actually hella, but a lot of bats coming to the Baxter Building. A lot of power headed in this way, and boom, shut down. And it basically shows us Invisible Woman is defending the building, clearly trying to buy some time for Mr. Fantastic to do whatever he's doing in the lab, trying to stop this whole attack, trying to reverse what's already been done. I have no idea, but yeah. Okay. Another shot of Avengers Tower flipped upside down. We've got Human Torch basically doing nothing, like usual. He's lighting up the sky, but it's just his introduction to his character. Hey, he's around. All right, great shot of all the characters. It looks like they're in-game models as well. Man, they look good. It's so hype. Honestly, one character would have been insane. Like I mentioned in my last video, just give us one character and we would have been like, oh sweet, a new character already. But like 4 in a short amount of time, yeah, it's insane. The whole theme of this event is kind of odd timing when you think about it. Typically, this would be like, oh, a Halloween thing, right? Because it's all vampires and blood moons and stuff like that. But to get an event like this in January, it's just very interesting. And another thing that hasn't really been shown in the trailer or mentioned at all is Doctor Doom. Like, how has that storyline finished, right? Where's Doctor Doom in all this? Why is suddenly Dracula just running stuff? So, some unanswered questions. Okay. So we get a shot of Dracula himself. What a sick design. Buddy looks like a menace. This whole shot of them running towards his tower is, I think the tower's going to be a map. I think the Sanctum's going to be a map, and the tower's going to be a map, and like maybe we get the Baxter building and the Avengers Tower. Like, I don't know. Maybe it'll be like a payload map, and we'll move from the Avengers Tower to the Baxter building or something like that. But they've shown us all these little hints and all these different locations that could possibly work for all this. Okay. And then lastly, so this was the picture that they tweeted where you can see the Baxter building clearly featured. No sign of Dracula's tower, no sign of the Avengers building. We have the obvious 4 characters, right? The Fantastic Four. They've got to be playable. They showed like their in-game model. It looks like, yeah, they're confirmed. Herbie, that you can see in the picture here, Herbie wasn't shown at all in the trailer. So I'm thinking not playable. Maybe he's going to, be in one of the maps or something. They have some characters like within the world in the map. He's not shown. I think we have the possibility, of course, for Dracula to be a character. Maybe at the end of the season or something like that. Maybe we defeat him, and I don't know how that's all going to play out. But like his art style that we saw looks like it's very possible for him to be an actual character in the game. And of course, multiple map possibilities here. They've really built up the lore of this. If you read the lore pages, you'd be like, oh, wow, there's quite a few mentions about this Dracula and this war with the vampires. And now it's coming all to fruition. I think it's shocking that 4 characters are announced at once. I've already mentioned it multiple times, but like games just don't typically do that. These type of games, it's like one at a time. So, it could be a little bit staggered. Maybe we won't get all 4 right away, but a few at a time would be wonderful. And then I think that with this scary, spooky, eternal night theme, so interesting to have this in January. And I'm really excited to see how the Battle Pass reflects this environment and what's going on, and if we're going to get like spooky skins. Am I going to see like Vampire Jeff skin or something like that? But anyway, great teaser when you think about it. Okay, this trailer is short. It's not very long, but it opens up a whole bunch of different possibilities, and that's what I love most about trailers. They don't just show you exactly what's going to happen. They give you a taste of what you're going to get, and then they kind of ask more questions than they answer. And, play the game to find out, right? But like it's wonderfully done. It's gotten me hyped. I mean, there's not much more I can ask for. Now, I probably missed some things in this trailer. If I did, go ahead, let me know. Maybe I got some of the lore wrong. I've just done my own research, basically. But I'm stoked. I hope everyone else is as well. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if you are particularly excited for a certain character. I think Invisible Woman, if she can like do shields and like make her teammates invisible and stuff like that, it's going to be absolutely sick. That's the main one I'm looking forward to. But yeah, I wanted to keep this short and sweet. Thanks for watching. I'll be streaming today, every day, twitch.tv, Silva66. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the game.